and like getting your heart rate going to either, you know, get that item or survive that battle. So it's rewarding from a game player standpoint, more so I think than developers really understand sometimes. But it seems like you guys really get battle, and so that's really cool. Like, you guys have a lot of energy, and that's really fucking cool. Like, that's really cool to see.
Hell yeah. Yeah, appreciate that, man.
The best thing I could probably recommend would be just if you're on the fence, then that's okay. You know, that's fantastic. You're as long as you keep on, you know, keep up with the patch notes and watch the progression of the game. Like even this private alpha that got released, it's this with this patch especially, but there's really, it's night and day really between the two, between when it first came out and now.
Yeah, you would have liked it the first patch. I mean, it in the famous words of Ace, it's been a chuggy road.
Yeah, chuggy. But I mean, you know, it's like I said, it just has become one of the games that I really look forward to sitting down with and just experimenting and playing around with, and just, it's neat. Bear in mind, it's you know, even now is still in early alpha, and it's a private alpha to be particular about. So they're still they're always going to be in the process of trying to find bugs and add things here and there and detail work and whatnot, but they are absolutely committed to doing that, to focusing on what the community says. Hey, you've got a bug here, you've got a bug here, you've got a really serious problem here. They are absolutely committed to prioritizing, you know, making sure that you know, everything that they can is being addressed. And you know, that just goes back to the labor of love thing. It really does. So, but keep in touch, keep you know, keep coming back until if and when you decide to take the leap. I can almost guarantee that you will not be disappointed. You will be very, very pleased.
I told Ryan that he had me the first couple of minutes because he agreed to talk to me in Discord, and trying to talk to people in Discord is rough. And oh yeah, I'm sorry. And yeah, I'm sold. I'm definitely buying this game. Like, I just got to bounce it off my wife. There's no question.
That's
I was
awesome,
doing
man.
something. I was doing something on the side as well, because like when Ryan posts his streams in YouTube, I turn around and I copy it to paste in Steam, because I have a discussion there where I'm trying to post his videos whenever he gets. And that's what was going on with me in the back. Okay, so I still get questions about the demo that was launched almost a year ago, probably longer. Well, it was roughly a year ago. They took down the demo sometime back in, I don't know, I guess September or October of last year. When they took it down, well, anyway, when we first played the demo, it was for us to get a feel for the game, like that they were trying to make, which is
you're talking about the
now
prototype?
what we're experiencing with Private Alpha. So with the demo, it was basically for us to get a feel for what these developers could do with making a game, and of course, naturally, it has its own bugs. So, you know, the idea was to really try to look past the bugs and see if you can decide for yourself if, you know, if you believe that these developers can do what they say they're going to do. And I think that's what helped start off with their Kickstarter, as well as getting their website store set up.
Is that
So
the,
here we are,
the prototype
and,
that you're talking about?
Yes, that's correct. The demo
okay.
slash
Yeah,
prototype.
Yeah.
So with the prototype, they were trying to, like, Ryan supposedly took or made in Steam, the prototype still shows up as available for some strange reason. We all know that it's on Steam's end because Ryan went in and did some option to make it where it's supposed to be unavailable. At least on his end, it's already done deal, but for some reason Steam's not, I don't know, doing something on their end as well. But the plan is assuming a year or so or whenever, when the game gets closer to being fully released in Steam as a full-fledged game, they plan to rework that prototype slash demo and get that up to par with the game standards by then, making it bug free so that they have and they're going to make that demo slash prototype free for anybody to download on Steam on their store page when the game is fully released.
Oh, buddy,
What's
muted
going
myself.
on?
Sorry, I've muted myself. I'm talking away. Can you hear me okay?
No, who
Yeah,
are
boss,
you?
loud and clear.
I had it because I had it muted on Discord and muted on my headset, and I'm thinking, why are they not replying? Tell you what, this is running lovely. This patch, performance get better and better in each patch. I did what you asked, Northar, where it doesn't go grayscale now when you hold down the focus mode. And
Yeah.
I think you're right, mate. That feels a lot better.
I do like the black on the edges though, so that you actually notice that there's a difference that you went into a different mode.
Yeah, but that's it. There's got to be some kind of visual sort of representation of going into the character focusing. And the first time I saw that done really well was in Scum, where even you'd be able to focus on sound as well. And I thought that was done really well. Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I didn't know we were creeping at people's windows.
Yeah. We're really careful, it's really quite easy to fall off of it. Stuff spawns right on the edge.
I was about to ask if you can make it to the other side. You can be Spider-Man and jump across.
I was thinking about putting some walkways, probably not on these buildings, but in some friends over there in Marber, where you've got the apartment blocks, they're quite close together. I was thinking about putting like walkways across the top of there, because I thought that might be cool if people want to sort of like build on top of the buildings and stuff. Might be quite a good aspect. See if we can.
Yeah, don't jump down. Don't try to jump down to that roof.
No,
It hurts.
And you seem to get stuck
A
in
lot.
it as well. When you're shooting as well, I'd always suggest crouching because it increases your accuracy. Yeah, no, I've got no chance. Cover spray. Just testing some of the areas, because this area you used to get stuck in. If you fell down it, you got stuck in it. So we put an extra thing there to stop it. You're seeing this delayed, aren't you? Oh no, you can see it now.
Looks gorgeous.
Let's go check out some of the new areas. Done some crafts.
Yeah, you need to find one of those buildings and put like some of those like balcony type things on the edge. You know, for defense and whatnot.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Ace?
Like the at the top of the building.
Yeah.
You know, putting.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
building.
when you use your building materials, yeah, there's like he said, like a little barricade sort of type. But you can use it as a
balcony kind of thing. Yeah, being able to put some of those on top of the building, that would be really nice.
Should we see if we can actually build one too? I think. I got my blueprint out. No, nothing's got that yet. That might be interesting though. I think we've done that for a reason. To the fact that obviously to be able to, because you're going to be able to claim any of these buildings, even the shops, eventually. But you have to get permission from your safe zone and have all the integrity to be able to do so. And then once you've claimed that building, you'll be able to build on it and upgrade it and add new features. A bit like they did in State of Decay.
Very nice.
What's in here?
Oh, hey Ryan, can you do me a favor? Can you go in that door to your
Where? You remember your delay?
yeah, in that little back room? Oh wait, no, never mind. You're in the hardware store. I was thinking of the pharmacy.
Yeah, I was
The one where I always got stuck.
Yeah,
I was like, figured we could take this time. I could just clearly show you where I'm getting stuck.
yeah, no, I'll run down to it now. Because yeah, we were trying. You said to walk into the back room and then walk into the right of the room.
Right, but it's in the right and the far back end. And now I'm guessing y'all guys just like, you know, went beside the door or something. But I'm like, no, it's not at the door. It's actually at the end of the. It's near the cabinet. Because like you poke your body into the corner, like where the cabinets are. It's usually on the right side. But I'll get stuck in there, and the only way I can free myself is by opening or closing one of the.
Just wait till the stream catches up. That's it. It's a bit sticky, isn't it?
Not gonna lie, it looked like bugs on the wall for a second.
Yes, so that's because they're new bushes that we're put in. The wind's gone down, so the storm's just stopped. So
Infected bugs.
yeah,
That would be awesome.
there is actually
Swarms of bugs.
cockroaches in here.
Okay, now hug the corner to the cabinet on the right side. Nope, not that one. To your right. Hug that corner.
Now go back.
Ah, you see, you crouched. I didn't know you could do that too, but
So it was this corner here that you're talking about, where you go.
yeah,
into
that was the
corner.
same one.
Yeah, it's a bit sticky. I've noticed. It might be worth just us. But yeah, if you just crouch, that pops you out. Because we've got a system that checks whether you're able to crouch or not. So, for instance, if I crouch under this cabinet and hit,
Yeah, seems logical.
if I hit crouch,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
if I hit crouch again, the character won't actually uncrouch until she can uncrouch.
Like physically, that's logical. So I'm just like, fair enough.
So it will pop you out.
Nothing. Let's see. What's in here? Maybe I'll find something useful.
Just gotta let the dog in. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to see the cockroach.
Yeah, I'll just take James Bradbeer's word for it. It's like he said that if we see it again, you know, just to let him know.
Yeah, it might be worth us just sort of like adjusting some of the stuff that's in that room. They're unfinished at the moment anyway. I need to dress them up a bit more. We've got some signs and posters and some stuff like that to go up as well. So I'll just add that to the notes of things to do.
Or also, if you loot that cabinet, or like loot the cabinets on the bottom to see if it is looting the stuff inside and not like the tree branches on the other side of.
Yeah, but that's all been fixed in this patch, hopefully. I say hopefully, but that's what the whole point of the stream is, to test these things. I'm just testing these new areas for spawners and stuff like that. Actually,
What are your shadows set to, Rent?
yeah, I'll show you my settings.
They look like they're on full.
Let's just wait for the stream to catch up. See that?
Oh, nice. Everything's on up.
Tell you what, I feel the difference in performance though, definitely, from this patch. You'll have to let me know how
Awesome.
it runs on your rigs.
That first person view and at night, that's freaking beautiful.
It is, it's really nice, isn't it?
I like that.
Yeah, we just need to nail the first person weapon combat. Estelle bit, I don't, I'm not happy with it. But yeah, I get that. That's bugged. That's bugged. Oh, what a shame. Let's take some food.
Right now, if we were to play, does hunger and thirst kill you if you're at 0 right now?
Basically, how the hunger and thirst works is by having no hunger or no thirst doesn't kill you, but what it does is it starts draining your energy. And once your energy goes down, your body goes into adrenaline mode, and as soon as your energy sort of like is completely depleted, you'll start taking damage.
Oh, nice. I think I experienced some of that. I noticed. I think I heard like a heartbeats down when
That's
when
right,
it.
yeah.
Nice.
What was that, to the shats, I see? Was it?
No, I don't see shit.
Yeah. There is
I found a few.
Yeah, there is 5 different types of food at the moment for chats. We'll be adding more, but at the moment, yeah, there's only 5.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Oh, here come the rain again. Some ammo in a pistol there.
You know what? I never really noticed ammo in looting ammo out of like cases of any kind or any loot, like trash bags and all that. The only time I ever really see ammo, and especially water too, is always like out in the open somewhere. Usually like in houses, and yeah, just houses as far as I've seen.
Yeah, you can get ammo in. You normally find them in ammo boxes. I will show you what they look like.
Because like every time I loot an ammo box, it's always like cigarettes or something.
Yeah, the thing, everything's got a chance. So every time you loot something, there's sort of like a list of things that can spawn in that item, that container, and then each item has got a chance percentage. But yeah, I normally get ammo out of the ones on the boat at the beginning. Actually out of the ammo cases there, but we'll go and have a quick look at the some friends. The Eda 22
Yay, we can climb!
pistol. Yeah, the animations are a bit shoddy. Hey.
Oh, I don't mind. I'm just happy we can climb. This is totally new, folks. We can now climb.
We can do things that we couldn't do before. What is this magic?
Silly. Nope, I'm alright. I can hear screaming. Hang on. Let's turn loose up a bit. Yeah, I can definitely hear screaming. They know I'm here.
Yeah. So like right now with the wanderers, I guess we're calling them.
Yep.
What they when you hit them, like say either with a gun of some type or even an axe. Say you don't hit them in the head right away. The first thing these wanderers do is they get stunned for like a good few seconds.
Yep.
And this gives you plenty of time to either throw up a finishing blow with your hatchet or pickaxe or just anything really. With your melee, it's gonna be you're gonna have a very good chance of killing just a single wanderer alone.
Oh, damn.
Where multiples, you'll have to improvise. But that's not, and I'm sure that's not like the final version of how these, wanderers will play out as Ryan and crew, continue to update and bring us more content over the course of all the rest of the patches from here on out. But ultimately, I think what's going to happen is like when you shoot a zombie, for example, like if you shoot him in the legs, I'm pretty sure you can incapacitate him somehow, or they'll just like fall to the ground, making them much more manageable.
Yeah, how we plan to have it is once, because at the moment we've got plans on reworking the zombies even more, or I keep saying zombies, infected wanderers, even more, and the way it's going to have, we will have dismemberment at some point where you can take arms and legs and stuff off, and shooting them in like the spine or something like that will cause them to then become crawlers on the floor, so they'll be dragging themselves on the floor. But we didn't want to do that for this iteration of the AI because Scrub's got plans for the new version that we're calling AIV3. And yeah, so we're sort of like waiting until he's going to get into heavy development of that before we actually start introducing these new aspects from AI.
Yeah, and Ryan's got a video on that. I believe it's either called Shooting Range or it might just say Firearms, something like that. But you can definitely find that video in their videos, and it goes into great depth on the the body collision of zombies and just number of sorts. But you can find it there in KY Creations videos.
She's moving away.
I think that video alone just sold me into buying this game so many months ago.
Thing is with the ladders as well at the moment, it's a bit of a, we've put them in purely just for testing, because you don't have to actually press anything to interact with them. You just walk up to them and the character will automatically start climbing up and down them. So we basically want to get some feedback off of that, of anyone that's testing the game really, to how that feels, whether you'd prefer to actually interact with it manually. Let me just sort out my inventory. Two radios. Scrap that. Is there any questions that any of you guys have got that you've seen so far of anything new?
I'm reading one right now, boss. It says from Zombie and Gaming. He says, are there areas that will be for farming mats, such as, for example, glue can be found in one area more?
Are there areas that will be for farming materials such as figs, glue can be found in basically, certain things are going to be spawned in certain areas. So in swamplands, you'll be able to get different types of mushroom to what you would get in a forest area. Even though you'll be able to get mushrooms in a forest area, you might find more poisonous mushrooms in the forests and stuff like that. So there are going to be areas where you can actually get different things, but the way we're having it is that basically like flint and minerals and stone and stuff like that will be quite vast across the map. I can't at the moment, darling, but in a little while if you want. You have to see what Mummy says. Make sure, because all this is new, I just want to make sure it's all working correctly. That's pretty pointless at the moment, kindling, you don't need it. You know what, campfire? Oh yeah, campfires now in the building list menu. Yeah, seems like it's a bit bugged. That's new. Ah, there's something blocking this. Down here. Foggy. Okay. Let's move on.
That's going to be a great defensive point.
What's that?
Where the platform you were on, where you had
Yeah.
the campfire.
Yeah, getting up on those platforms.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it's getting real dark.
Oh, I like that with the signs. Way much better, Brian. Kudos. And next, for those that are new here or about to play the game, that area he almost walked up to is the safe zone, where you go. It's got a big house, like a tractor, and there's like 12 trailers up in there. You can loot. You'll find some very good loot in those trailers, like ammo, water, gun. Yeah, it's a good place to stock up on. I usually save my game there. Pitch a sleeping bag as well. This, I believe, is Lieutenant Sen's house.
That's right, yeah.
And on that table are some magazines. It's just kind of there to display some of the future lore we might get later on in game. It's like they'll have like magazines of those, imagining patches from now, you'd see them like scattered around in other cities or houses or places.
Yeah. Well, what they'll do is they'll sort of like not only sort of show bits of lore of the island, but they might give you hints to locations or where to go to find certain things. Or maybe like a cool location to build or something like that. I don't know what that is.
Oh, boss, one more. Can you go around that stair? Well, it's on the bottom anyway, but more or less, all you're doing is you're just gonna hug the wall on the left side. See if you can walk through it.
As if I never knew that. There's no collision on this part here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm glad you told me that.
Yeah. I should have made that a separate bug, but I tried to slip it in with the rendering issue I was having with this house, with the cement blocks on the side. But it's no big deal. I just figured I'd throw that.
I can hear him, I can't see him. Oh, yes, I can. Daytime gets here.
Hannaton safe zone.
Oh, I found some shacks. I don't know if any of you know about these barns, but they have a good chance of decent loot in here. In the actual barns, you just have to see there's normally weapons laying on the floor and stuff. There's another one. Is it proper dark on the stream?
Yeah, it is, boss. You can always turn it down.
Oh, Oh, that's one thing I want to try actually. Is if we put the shadows down to low. No, that didn't work. Let's put everything to low.
I'm so thirsty.
You're probably not noticing much of a difference. Ah, this I do have to test. This last patch you couldn't kill these, which you should can. So I've got my settings on low now. Wait till the daytime comes round.
I killed a deer with an axe once.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, last patch, when I was testing it, you couldn't kill them. I was emptying magazines into it. Just couldn't kill
Yeah,
them.
it was a pistol.
Was it?
Well, it may not be the only thing. Like, I noticed I couldn't. I did dump a couple of clips into a deer at point blank range, and just. I also had a bear encounter, and I don't think he was taking any damage from an assault rifle or a pistol.
Right. Right. So, as you see, as it's getting lighter, let's just wait for it to get a little bit lighter. But I spent quite a bit of time doing this to improve the way the game looked in the lowest settings, and I will continue working on this as well. But as you can see, I'm now running on the lowest settings. Let's see what kind of frames we get. I'm on daytime.
I love those leaves falling. That's awesome.
So what?
I love the leaves that are falling from the trees. That's awesome.
Oh right, yeah. They creak as well, these trees. I don't know if you ever noticed it. And when it's windy, you also get like I've made it so trees like these because that's why partly these type of trees you can't cut down. Is because they're sort of like they're part of the landscape. There's a reason they're there, kind of thing. Like this one's got a swing on it and stuff. But like the leaves spawn from it, and they've got their own sound effects. And when it gets windy, you can hear the leaves shaking in the trees and stuff like that. So that's one of the reasons certain trees like that you can't actually cut down.
So you're running on the lowest settings right now?
This is the lower settings.
I'm surprised
You
because
can
whenever I
still
run
see
low
the
settings,
vein.
especially with shadows, they usually show a lot brighter in game than
No, that's
going
what
on
I'm saying. If I look at this house, see on that house there, there's the flickering of the shadows. Wait till I turn around in the stream again. Turn around. That's it. See the flickering, and I've adjusted quality settings of the shadows, so instead of it turning the shadows off completely, what it does is it reduces the resolution of the shadows, so you don't have the nice smooth edges and stuff like that, and and you will get this like flickering, but you'll still get some type of shadow, and also I've just been adjusting a lot. So basically the game runs the same as if it would if you were on those settings, but it looks better. Because before you put it on those settings, it looked atrocious. I mean, it made 7 Days to Die look like, I don't know, like a next gen game compared to this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's understandable.
But yeah, if I pop back up again. So if I go onto medium, you see we get some more foliage pop in, and the draw distance is a bit higher. And then we go up to height. And we've now got really good quality shadows on high settings, and your draw distance is a lot higher. Quite looking forward to having a bit of sunlight. Go back up to Epic. And everything is full web now. Right, I'm going to head over to more settings crash site. See if we can have a look at the thing, and then we'll have a quick look at the building system. And that'll probably be about it. Might try this game. Hi Henry. Oh fuck. The thing is with the zombies is, I keep calling them zombies, infected as well, is whenever you shoot, now I stood up and shot, and that would have notified all infected in the area of a noise, so they'll slowly start waddling towards where they last heard the noise. So I can then move into another position, and you can hear them screaming because they've been notified that I'm there. But you'll see they'll walk straight past where I am now. So, because obviously you'll be able to create noise traps and put radios down and stuff like that to attract them. So if there's too many infected in a certain area, you'll be able to distract them, so you can sort of like move past them in the roadway, anything like that.
I can't wait for the infected to be in the houses and whatnot.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
We're currently working on sleepers as well at the moment. So corpses that you may not know, they may come alive and they may not in houses.
Nice.
Yeah, I think new version of the AI that Scrub's working on is it's going to be a real game changer when we eventually get it in. We've got a lot of infectors there. is weather going to change? See, I've worked on the weather a lot, improving how the weather cycles run dependent on the seasons, because we try to work out, because obviously at the moment, currently, the game's sort of like in mid-August time, so it's sort of like end of summer kind of time, isn't it? August?
Yeah, for us in the U.S., August is pretty much the last month of summer.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So you only sort of like, so I've made it so you get like little drizzly rain, like it is at the moment. It's just drizzly rain, but there's a bit of fog, and so hopefully it shouldn't snow anymore in summer, which is one of the big things I wanted to fix. But this is the main thing I wanted to check out. Here, this is the new asset done by Chris, our 3D artist. This is Sheriff Sen's vehicle. Sheriff Sen you will get to meet in a future patch very soon. Oh, so much storm coming in. This is his vehicle that is wrapped around nails. Inventory is full. I'm not going to be able. So this is another thing that we've done, is with the tin food, you cannot consume them now unless you've got a tin opener. So you have to find a tin opener before you can actually consume tin food. First, I forgot about that. Maybe a second, so that's twine and stuff. Let's do some building. The house here.
So Ryan's changed the building blocks to blue. I believe there was an issue with snow at one point, where the building blocks used to be green when you were trying to set them out. But what happened is, by a rare chance, I caught snow, because snow only lasted like, I don't know, 10 seconds in game. And I was trying to build, so I saw the. It looked like it was cutting out most of the building blocks, so you almost couldn't see it. And so apparently, I think, what is it, Ryan? This color works best for that now.
Yeah, so what we've done is, because Amy now holds a blueprint in her hand, even though it's a bit bugged out, so we've made the build, when you're placing down building parts, we've made them look like blueprints. So now they do actually show red, but it's now red and blue, but it's more opaque, where before it was quite transparent. And I think I prefer this. I feel like it works a bit better. so dark. I've never experienced it being this dark for this long. It's the weather.
Right?
Yeah, it was the weather that seems like that. We spent had a whole day of it just being dull and dreary. I suppose it's realistic, but they're all dependent on the new changes I've made. There is actually a storm going on at the moment, but it's a distant storm. So you can probably hear the rumbles, but you can't really see the flashes of lightning.
I won't lie, from my testing experience, it usually rains like really a lot.
Yeah.
I'll have some. I've actually had some days where it just rain and I'll never see the daylight. You know, it'll just rain. Oof, it's dark. You know, maybe I'll get lucky and see some sunshine the following day. But
It's bugged out from the campfire. In fact, let's put a campfire down. Oh. Need to fix that. Yeah, she is getting wet. She's a bit soggy. Oh, right, so we're past midnight. Hopefully we should get some daylight.
won't lie, love looking at those attachment windows there. I know we probably don't have you know, actual attachments yet, but I just like seeing that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, that's it. We were preparing, ready to start putting them in because I want to start adding because we want to start building up on the weapons. I think the first thing you'll probably see as attachments are sights, and then we'll start introducing like extended magazines and silencers and stuff like that. There are actually someone's put. Are there plans for wildlife, dogs, bears, etc.? There are actually at the moment bears, deer and foxes in the game as wildlife. They don't really play a part as such because yet you will be able to hunt them and harvest them for food and hide and stuff like that. But currently, yeah, they're just the only thing that are really there to do is for you to either as target practice or if you go up against a bear, yeah, good luck with trying to survive. Come on, daytime.
Oh yeah.
Who was it that was trying? Was that you that was attaching yourself to the back end of a bear? They keep running circles around it. Was that you that was doing that? Fire?
Was doing what now? Touching myself and running in circles? Yeah, I can do that.
Round a bear.
Oh yeah. That was me. I know what you're talking about. It's when I posted some pics about that. I think I remember what I said. It was something about. Oh right. I was like, now, ladies and gentlemen, you know, a rare occasion or something. You know, because I'd come across a bear. And I was like, I said at the time, it's probably rarer than shats, but I'll take it. And then
That's
I
right,
posted
yeah.
another pic where I'm already dead. It says death becomes us all. I'm like, or the bear can take me.
Oh, come on, daytime. I want to finish building the house. You can't really see. You lower the settings again. See if it helps.
Yeah, I like to explore. I like to try to tell a story if I can in a pic. Most times I usually can't, but
Yeah.
when I do, when you get that rare occasion, it's fun, you know.
What's that flashing down there? Interested to see what that is.
I hope to find more of those.
know what that is. They're, the lights on Sen's police car are flashing because they're using the same materials that the ambulance uses. And because it's night time, the ambulance lights come on. So
I like that. That looks good.
I'll have to modify that. I wonder what that was flashing down there. What is that?
Yeah, just like the ambulances in Marburg
Yeah.
that also light up too,
That's right,
especially
yeah.
at night. I love that.
Yeah. Well, that was just like a first iteration of what we plan to do with that. Oh, wire. Okay. Let's place down some traps. Because these are all now fixed, the traps. They also now damage zombies. Oh, infected. Stop saying that. I'm gonna get told off by Joe. Is this going fog again?
This is player griefing 101. No, I'm kidding, guys.
I agree, thing.
Yeah, like setting objects up in the street so somebody's like trying to roll their car by. Oh,
Yeah. Well, eventually you're not going to be able to actually build in the towns unless you've got a permit from the local safe zone. I'd like to get some lights and some things to hang on the walls as well, I think, for the player build. And we've got some a nice little. I've got a post going out tomorrow on social media of some concept model. I don't know if you've seen them actually. Of the new player storage units and stuff like that for like cupboards and stuff that you're going to be able to place down and use to store items. Did I show you pictures of those?
of lighting in general. I mean, like putting
No.
lights up in your base. That's what I call.
No,
Uh,
they're pictures of Chris finished off the models for like storage units, cupboards and that you'll be able to put on the walls and shelving units and that you'll be able to put in. Did I show you the?
no, I don't think so. No.
Well, they're going out on
Yeah,
social
not inside
media.
our bases.
Yeah, no, they're going out on social
Oh.
media tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I look forward to that.
Let me see if I can find them actually. I'll show them while I'm here. I have broken my other monitor.
How'd you do that?
Threw my headset at it. Raging with you know that guy that I was talking about in the meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up speaking to him. Yeah, he made me rage a bit. Threw my headset at my monitor and I've broke the screen. I'll have to close the game then. Come on, let off. And what I might do actually is reload the game. So I hit save. And then exit to main menu. Ava! Stop shouting!
I tabbed out for a minute there. You're loading your save game.
Now I'm just gonna start again quickly, just to run over to that Sens area in the daylight, because the weather seems to be making it dark all the time. You'll have to excuse all the background noise. It's my kids. They're getting ready to go to bed.
Oh, I can barely hear him.
That's my daughter. God almighty. But yeah, I'll be interested to see how this the new patch runs on other systems, especially with the new adjustments to the scalability settings and stuff. Let's have a look at these ones actually. I literally just want to see if get ammunition from these ammo boxes, because you were saying you hardly ever
Let's
do.
see.
There you go, ammo, 40 rounds, quick 4.0.
What's in here?
30 rounds of 45s. Water.
Yeah, I know they do it. Like I know they do it in the boxes right there in the boat at the beginning.
Yeah.
But if I go to like some kind of military base or just some place where I see the green ammo boxes, they never loot ammo.
Really? We might
Yes,
have
sir.
to we might have to increase the
I think somebody reported that. Though. I don't remember the status, but I'm pretty sure it's being worked on. So I'm.
Yeah, no, I remember someone saying something about them being unlootable in a train car or something.
Right. Well, that was different. It wasn't the ammo boxes. Those were like small green lock.
Yes, the green weapons lockers.
Yes.
Wow.
So they sort of light up. They sort of light up the way other lootables do, but they just don't loot at all.
Yeah, it's like these don't loot either for some reason. I thought I'd fix that. These do. These loot fine.
Let's
But
see.
these bags for some reason don't like to be looted. I'm gonna get out of here before them infected come.
Gotcha.
More to deal with here. No, it's on the wall. Oh, bloody jams this weapon. Die, thank you. Sorry about that, I had to sneeze. Yeah, about those signs, Northfire, they do look a lot better in white text, don't they?
Yes. I mean, they look full, clear, legible, everything. Or you can go into first-person mode.
What's in here?
Ah, it's no big deal.
Yeah, that's right, I'll go back.
Maybe I'll find something useful.
It's because of the delay in the stream, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Henry.
Wow.
That looks much better, doesn't it?
Yeah, it'll definitely help us get more familiarized with just, certain areas within the city or, town.
But these bushes, so once the stream catches up, these bushes, you've got two different types. They're both elderberry, but you're going to be able to harvest these. You can harvest them now, but you only get fibres from them. But Scrub's been working on. Well, I was speaking in the meeting about the different types of things you're going to get off the bushes and stuff like that for crafting and fishing and stuff like that, and creating traps for animals, rabbits, and stuff like that. But the berries on these are actually poisonous, and the flowers are edible, which is weird. You would have thought it'd be the other way around.
It's beautiful.
Anyone in chat guess what that's supposed to be? Norfar knows.
Shoot, I knew before Ryan even threw the question down. Okay, for anybody that's wondering, it's basically a reference from a movie. If
Yeah.
you can guess that movie, yeah, he'll. Heck, Ace has already thrown a hint.
Ooh, I know.
Yeah.
Bam!
But, yeah.
I was like, Zombieland Gaming, if you don't get this, I'm gonna force you to change your name.
Let's go. Let's go on the hunt. So I'm gonna probably call it in about another 10 minutes, I think. There's not much more I can test. I haven't encountered as many bugs as I thought.
Yeah, Zombieland says no Twinkies in there.
No Twinkies. I was just hoping that we don't get like copyright problems with the logo.
Yeah.
It's a custom logo I designed, but it is based off the hostess. It's always bloody raining. It's like the UK.
Yeah.
It's like the UK.
Is there any way you can tweak that a little?
Well, once we get into being able to host the games for like cooperative and stuff like that, you'll be able to obviously set stuff like that.
Oh, right on. So yeah, public access, I believe, is coming February 28th. Hopefully, there will be no change to that plan. Hopefully, and that's where.
Yeah, we're still on track.
No, I'll let you take over, Bust.
No, it's fine. I was just saying, yeah, we're still on track for the 28th. It's basically next patch that goes out from this one. So 1.8 018 it will be an engine upgrade. So hopefully it should see massive performance increase with that. It's basically we just want to make sure that we've started adding story elements and the performance is good enough for the public to actually be able to play it.
Yeah, and it should definitely help with the load times. I mean, to launch the game or to load ones.
Yeah. But the area we're running to now is actually, this is all undeveloped area. It's just, it has been developed, but it hasn't had lots of detail put into it as much as Hanauten, which was the town that we were in just a moment ago. So there's still a lot of work to do across the map. Oh, she needs to eat. So let's just going to go have a look at that train that you were on about. I'm sure it was down there. Somewhere.
Yeah, you might have to go north eventually, or just whenever you see a roadway that leads north. I don't have my full screen on at the moment.
Do you not?
But yeah, I think I see you going north anyway.
Yeah, that's the way.
Yeah, it's down one of them train tracks.
Just gonna head east a bit. So, was it past the bit? I can't. Oh, I know where it is. The train track that it's the train carts.
That has a or you'll I think it has. Oh wait, no, never mind. There's one right there.
No, that's a bridge.
I was thinking of the ones that where you cross a bridge. Yeah, that's them. Yeah, I usually get some performance hits right here, or where it just kind of you get that.
That's where it's loading in the next tile. But that should all be improved with the engine upgrade and stuff like that. Because we've still got to create LODs for the map tiles. Yeah, there you go. It's loading in again. It's the only problem with using world composition with Unreal Engine. I don't know. That doesn't seem to like it. Come on, load. Yeah.
Let's see.
There's a pistol. Oh, found another tin of shats by the looks of that.
What's in here? What's in here?
So seam back down. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just read the comment. Sorry. What we did at the beginning of the week, because we've gone on a 2-week patch cycle now, so we can sort of like attend larger bugs, was mainly so we could then look at integrating the new engine version. So we're not actually switching engines, it'll still be Unreal Engine, but it'll be the latest version of Unreal Engine. And yes, that does come with bugs, but what we did at the beginning of this week is we did a test to see what kind of issues it would cause. And then what we did, we then timed that we fixed all those issues, and then timed ourselves basically how long it would take to do. So it would only take a day for us to switch engines and then fix the issues, or the main issues. But then the reason we didn't go up to the latest version in this patch was because there was issues with the level of detail. The LODs on World's meshes were loading in incorrect materials. So what we'd have to do is
I'm
go
so
through
thirsty.
all of the materials in the world, all the assets in the world, all the meshes in the world, and check their LODs to make sure that they were loading the correct materials. So that's why we didn't do it in this patch, because that would actually take a couple of days to do. And we thought rather than spend 3 days upgrading to the patch, we wanted to get some good amount of fixes and content out in this patch, because obviously you guys had waited 2 weeks for a patch.
you get that upgrade, because we'll see definitely less bugs to deal with for starters. So it's like once we get that all up, boom, we're gonna start seeing those performance improvements there.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll
Like
find
with
something
like
useful.
with just launching the game in general, because I know right now and in the past, since the beginning of private alpha,
Maybe I'll find something
everyone that's
useful.
played has already endured very long load ups of the game, as well as trying to load a save or anything like that. That those should definitely decrease like tremendously.
Yeah, they should with the new upgrade. But the thing is, the Unreal Engine did introduce because all CPUs nowadays
What's in here?
multi-thread CPUs. So they've got multi-cores and they're multi-threaded.
Maybe I'll find something useful.
And multi-threading in development, of game development, wasn't introduced into
Let's see.
Unreal Engine or implemented fully until 421 or 420. I think they started in 420, but they didn't actually fully integrate until 421. We should be able to get a lot of performance gains there as well with
Let's see.
doing multi-threading, because at the moment there's no multi-threading in Jaws.
What's in here?
Yeah, these weapons levels are still not.
Maybe I'll find something
I
useful.
think what it is the collisions. So,
Gotcha.
but yeah. Is there anything else you want me to test or do while I'm here? Start a timer. Just like that.
Nah, I got nothing further to add.
No? Is there any more questions from the chat?
Hey, thanks so much, H. De Rosa. Where he says, "Can't wait to try the game when it's out." You guys have been doing a great job.
Yeah, Henry's been following the streams since day dot. I remember when we first released some of the first screenshots of what we were doing on social media. Henry was there.
Nice.
Oh, Ryan, all the patches look, the work looks fantastic. I can't wait to dive into this.
Yeah, it seems to be quite stable. I've noticed one or two little things that are a bit buggy with the UI and the campfire. But I think there's like a UI element or something covering, and we're figuring out what it is. I think there's something left over from the old crafting system that's still there, but you can't see it, kind of thing. Which we might be able to release a little hotfix for or something. Depends on how much people actually use the campfires.
Oh, I can't wait to build in this game. And Zombieland Gaming has a question. He says, "Is there a map, or do we explore and make out?"
At the moment, you have to explore and make your own. But you've got a system on your arm, which is that's another button. That will eventually have a map built into it, and you'll be able to go to traders and safe zones to upgrade your staff system. It's called an ST RV system. Can you remember what it stands for, Jason? Ace? Is it there?
We were both typing at the same time.
Oh wait,
Taco.
is Taco here, is
No.
he? No.
I
Nobody here.
Can you remember what the staff stands for?
I know the
It's in the chat. Gotta go look for it.
no. I am. I'm looking.
It's
I'm
all good.
scrolling back through the chat history, and I'm like, I don't know. Shit. I'm trying to find it.
While he's busy looking for it, I'm just going to go ahead and explain out. So what we're going to use for now is just the compass to kind of at least give us some kind of direction of where we're facing, as well as street signs that have been well updated. So now that they're more legible and understandable, we can kind of get a feel for, you know, what's where or what place is where in a city. Like say, first thing that comes to my mind is Birchin Dam, but that's not in a city. But still, you know, you get a feel for where everything is, and I think we'll be able to familiarize ourselves more with the world until they start getting maps uploaded into the star.
I'm just trying to remember.
Is it in the private messages?
It was satellite tracking.
I don't think we use the word satellite though,
Was it not?
but I know what you mean.
Was it not satellite? I know it's tracker something vitals. No, not vitals. Was it vitals? Lead developer can't even remember what it's called.
No, I thought it was something like statistic tracking something vital.
But anyway, you're going to have this system on your arm, and the backstory to the staff system is it was planted there by Phantos Pharmaceuticals, so the people that actually created the virus, and they did that to track your vitals because you were being tested on because they think that you're immune to the virus. And what's happened is the prototype started with you escaping Lockcrest Penitentiary because that's where you were taken to be tested on, and you escaped that to the mainland of Enadir, which is where we are now in the alpha. And yes, so you'll be able to actually use this, and NPCs that contact you will contact you by the radio, as you can see on Amy, but they'll be able to track your location by the staff system, and also be able to remotely add things to it, add quests to it, add locations to it. You'll be able to go to safe zones and like the black markets and stuff like that, to put upgrades into the watch to be able to do certain things. For instance, as an example, it may be able to sort of like notify you when a kill on site player is nearby or something like that, because what this watch is going to do also is when it goes full multiplayer, there's going to be an integrity system, and the watch will glow. So if it glows green, it will be a very faint glow and won't give you away. And that means that you've got good integrity, and you're not like a kill on sight player. But if you're a kill on sight player and you just go around causing havoc, you work a lot with the black market and some other bad NPCs, and you're working with them and stuff like that to get low integrity, it will blink red, and this will also give away your position at night times and stuff like that, so you'll be able to see like a light blinking, red light blinking in the distance, and that would normally mean that there's a player there with low integrity. So you'll be able to upgrade your starve system to be able to detect stuff like that. And yeah, so the whole thing, what it is supposed to do is when you hold down the V button, all the UI is going to change. None of this UI is going to display. It's going to display around Amy, around the character, and she is supposed to actually look at the watch, but it looks like something I've done with the build and has affected that. But I will look into that.
If I'm quiet, it's because I was having a mind-blowing moment.
Subject tracking reporting vitals. What? Subject tracking reporting vitals or something. Yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it? That doesn't sound quite right.
Subject tracking
Yeah.
real-time vitals. I just found the minutes.
Subject tracking real-time vitals. That's it. That's what STARV stands for. And there's bloody zombies on top of the logs over there. We're infected. I've got to stop calling them zombies. Joe's going to kill me. Let's go kill these infected. Weapon jams. Did she just fall off there? I hear screaming. There's more nearby.
Hey, Zombieland Gaming just asked, what about respawn rates for trees and loot and things like that?
Oh shit! Sorry, it goes on day cycles, and it will automatically detect also whether it's near player bases or anything like that. So I think we've got it set to 5 days. So 5 in-game days. Trees and that you harvest will respawn. But again, when you play co-op, or if you run your own community server, because you'll be able to run your own multiplayer server, you'll be able to change all these settings eventually. Yeah.
Ah, very nice. Also wanted to throw in an idea, and this is, I guess, well, anyway, it has to do with STRV. Like, if we can have some lore on that, you know, as to, followed by possibly a joke as to what started the idea, like something that hints to the players, like how, what the original idea was for STRV or something like that, and then, you know, just kind of go from there.
Yeah. But actually, what do you want me to explain now, or?
No. You can just do it in the future.
Right, yeah, there'll be some lore about it. Wandering Hordes, yes. And the way Wandering Hordes will work is there is spawn points located all around the map, where obviously where the infected are spawned from. And what will happen is players building near spawn points will create Wandering Hordes. And we were talking about this recently, actually, in our meeting. So what will happen is if so many players build close to a spawn point where wanderers spawn, it will then generate a wandering horde, or a couple of wandering hordes that will start attacking bases that are near that spawn point to try and destroy the bases that are near that spawn point. Yeah, with the trees, they actually detect. What we do is before the system we put in place. It's actually we put it in place for the prototype. So what it does is it does a perimeter before it knows where obviously a tree has been before you've cut it down, or a bush or anything like that. And what it does, it'll do a proximity check to see if it can spawn. And if it can't spawn, if there's a player, say, nation in trees or in its vicinity, it won't respawn, and it will never respawn if your base is there. So yeah, we did have an issue in the prototype in the sandbox mode where people were loading back into their games. There was all trees in their bases. So
Nice.
yeah, we should fix that in the prototype. That's been kind of close to this as well. You can see the pretty bored quite easily.
Let's make it fun.
Well, if there's no more questions, I think I'm going to call that it for the night. I've been streaming longer than an hour, I think. But
Yeah, it's been fun.
if any of you got any other questions at all, remember to join our Discord. These three great guys that I got here with me tonight, Taco, Northfire and Aces High Bitch. They are moderators in our Discord, and they're always in there waiting for your questions. So yeah, please come and join along. It's a good community to be part of.
Yeah, anybody, they can always, y'all can PM me too. I'm the Northfire, by the way, that's talking. Yeah, so if y'all ever come across questions, yeah, I'm always available. You may not get answers in real time. Sometimes you will. It just really depends on the time of day.
Yeah.
But we always come around. We always read everything that's in our Discord. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, thanks for coming along, everyone.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Take care, Ryan. Looks fantastic. Looks great, man.
Just trying to remember how to stop streaming.
Yeah, he'll get there eventually.
Good one.
Just go here and go